Hey everyone, welcome back to Collie Country. My name's Kim and we've been on our off-grid property now for 13 months? 14 months. 13 months. About that anyway. And what I wanted to talk to you today about was internet. Internet is such a necessity this day and age. Like, I certainly could not live without it. Being in the middle of nowhere, like being able to order things online without having to go, drive an hour and a half to the shops is brilliant. So, living out here, we couldn't live without the internet. We don't have access to NBN, which is the National Broadband Network. For anyone who doesn't live in Australia, that's like what our internet is. So I had to look into getting satellite internet. I had to look at the couple of providers. There's only like 3. There's not a lot. But what we ended up going with was with Starlink. They're all muchy on price. There's not a lot of difference in that sense. But what was important to me was the speed of the internet. If anyone doesn't know, which you wouldn't know because I haven't told you, I'm a gamer. So I spend a lot of my free time on the computer gaming away. Moving here, one of my main concerns was, God, am I even going to be able to play anymore? I play online games, MMOs with other people. Your speed and latency is important. Not that that's important for everyone, but it was important for me. So when I looked into it with the satellite internet, honestly, Starlink was the only way to go. The reason for that is their satellites are closer to the Earth's atmosphere or whatever, which means like the message going back and forth from your satellite dish to the satellite and then back is much faster than any of the other satellite internet providers that are available in Australia. They're much further out in the atmosphere. I did some research, and don't get me wrong, the other ones looked okay, but we're definitely prone to more latency, so higher latency, which means like more dropouts, more like stuttering in your streaming or in your gaming. So yeah, we ended up going with Starlink, and honestly, they've been pretty amazing. Now, the upfront cost is a lot for some people, and I get that. I think we got it on sale. It was like maybe $599 for like the initial like setup. You get your satellite dish and your modem and like a 75-foot long cord, which is like really long. So your modem doesn't actually have to be anywhere near the satellite dish itself, which is really good. Came pretty quick. I mean, mail's pretty slow where I am, and we got it within like a week and a half. So that was pretty quick. And since we've set it up, the only time I've had an outage is when we had like a crazy storm. And even then, it wasn't bad. It was just a bit in and out. And only for a couple of minutes. It wasn't bad. So yeah, once you get it, super easy to set up. All you do, jump on your phone, and you need to download an app. This Starlink app. Ignore my other apps. So you go into there, and mine's already all set up, so it's all good. But what you do is go to obstructions, and then you can check for obstructions to see where to set up your satellite, to set up the actual dish. It'll go through it low power as per usual, because I forget to charge my phone sometimes. Alright, there you go. It'll set it up, say I'm ready, and it'll tell you to point your camera to the sky, and it will scan everything. You need to just scan the whole area right above where you want to do it. All those green bits, where are we missing some? There we are. And it will tell you if this is a good place to set up your satellite. With satellite dish. See, it's telling me where there's obstructions. Maybe this would not be a great place. And it wouldn't. I'm out in the garden. I wouldn't be setting it up here anyway. But what it's telling me is that maybe we can find a better place to set up the satellite dish. We actually have ours on top of the shed. That was the best place, and obviously, like, as you can see behind me, like, we're surrounded by bush. There's trees everywhere. Right on top of the shed that we live in, is clear. There's no large trees anywhere. So that ended up being the best place for us, and obviously close enough to actually plug the modem in. You probably can't see it, and you probably can't hear me over the generator, but that little white square, that's the Starlink satellite. We did have to climb up onto the roof to put it up there, but it's held through some pretty good storms and some wind, so yeah. Oh, mozzies. It's that time of evening, they're just everywhere. So I had one issue just recently actually. It'd been about 12 months since we got the whole system, and a couple of weeks ago the router, so like your Wi-Fi router, modem, whatever you want to call it, kind of got really overheated and tripped the power and then wouldn't work. And it was easy as submitting a ticket on my phone saying, hey, this is what's happened. And within a couple of hours, they're like, yep, cool. And had ordered a new router and a new cable. So the 75-foot cable. Ordered, sent, got it within a week, which is not too bad for out here. So yeah, like, it was no questions asked. They just provided me with a new router and a new cord. And we set that up, and it's been absolutely fine ever since. As for the price, don't get me wrong, it's definitely a little bit more expensive than, say, if you were on the NBN network. I definitely didn't pay this much for my internet before, but it is unlimited here in Australia. I know at one point, I don't know if it's changed, but I know at one point they were putting a limit on the amount of gigs, megs, whatever, the amount of internet you could use before they started charging you more. But here in Australia it's unlimited. The speed's amazing. Can I just tell you, like, it's better than any NBN I've ever had. It's so much better. My games run faster. I have zero issues with lag, unless it's like my own PC having a spack. So yeah, I can recommend Starlink. For the $130, $140 a month that I pay, more than happy with it. It means, like, that we've, can watch TV, because obviously we don't have TV out here either. So we're streaming everything, and it hasn't skipped a beat. I don't think it uses too much power. I don't notice it anyway. So yeah, that's it. I can recommend. So if you are considering Starlink internet, one, I highly recommend, whether you live in the middle of whoop whoop or whatever. I'm pretty sure in Australia it's pretty open. I don't think there's any waiting lists in anywhere, maybe in the major cities, but other than that. So yeah, if you'd like to give it a go, I have a referral link down in the description. If you click on that, it would give me a free month of Starlink, which would be much appreciated. So that's it today. Just continuing on of our self-sufficient journey. Hopefully I can give you a few more recommendations, stories, things in the future of things we like, things we don't like. Anyway, that's it from Collie Country. Bye. Oh, Gracie Gears. Oh, Gracie Gears. Oh, Bonnie Boo. It's your Bonnie Boo Boo. She looks like a street rat right now. Her post-pup molt. Ooh. Don't you, Bonnie? Is he a street rat? He's a street rat. Yeah, she's a street rat. Still got little Chester here. Really hoping he can find his forever home soon. Hey, Chester. Oh, Gilly. Gilly pup. Oh, he's my boy. He's so handsome. He's my handsome boy.